Hello and welcome to the newest episode of Out on a Limb with me, your involuntary host, the Kaiser Snek. We have Papa Odin here, Sir Allergic to Scones, and of course Ozpin, Twisted Fate, Fluffy Chief. There are way too many names for this guy. I'm just going to call him John.
I am called by many names.
You're Jean.
And I'm terrified
That
of
is
scone.
not one of them, but sure.
And I'm terrified of scone casseroles.
yeah.
Ugh.
All right, so. Oh
now,
boy.
Now, you don't have to worry. There are no MILFs chasing you.
Yeah, they're only after Sean here. So we've had a bit of a hiatus here. Personally, I'm blaming Odin having a run-in with scones, but it may be more related to a cruise I went on recently. But we'll just ignore that and let's start this. Whatever.
What he's saying is he's not allowed to go on cruises anymore.
What I'm saying is I'm now host. I will kick you off.
No.
Did you get put on an FBI blacklist for cruising?
Which one is it?
I didn't think that. What?
Fifth Amendment. That's my Fifth Amendment.
You're pleading the fifth?
Shut up.
You're not allowed to plead the fifth about whether or not you're on a watch list.
Shut up. Okay, but let's get started with this. Okay, so I'm thinking we dive into the insanity that is the newest episode. Spoiler warning if you haven't seen it. We're talking about the one that's still technically first.
You say that, but
it won't be out until next Saturday.
Yeah, we won't be posting this until
that's
off first.
So, Ruby fans, how we feeling today?
Fuck Tyrion.
Yeah. Fuck Tyrion. Poor Penny. And sadly, I am the one that has to speak of this, but we must mourn the loss of 3 of the Elysian MILFs hunting after Jean. It has been confirmed at least 3 of them are dead.
Confirmed in quotation marks. The MILF squad has taken casualties.
Yes.
Pictures will be in the video.
Mm-hmm.
As long as Odin remembers.
Oh, that's what this. That's why we have the thing with the pictures and the things. Oh my God, you really put that in there too?
I put a lot of pictures.
That'll yeah. Anyway,
so also it has been confirmed Dr. Watts is a maestro of not pianos but technology
and bad times.
A maestro of scrolls.
So, okay, let's get into some theories here. Because I'm betting you the coming plot point is going to literally just be keeping whatever it was
girl alive.
Yes.
Her name is Fiona Time. Her name is Fiona Time.
Every time I think of her, all I can think of is that little sheep secretary from Zootopia.
Oh my God. I saw this on Twitter, but someone said that her name is Fiona Time and she's running out of time.
All right, well, Twisted will not be joining us next time.
Wait. You can't ban me from my own show?
It's my show now. I was made toast.
This was a terrible idea. Whose idea was it?
Thought it was yours.
Nope, I'm blaming you.
Yeah, it's probably my fault.
Why did you say probably?
Because for all I know, it could be someone else's fault.
Nah.
Well, on to the insanity of what's going on. All right, what do we expect next episode?
Everything's on fire.
Well, we know that already. I think we confirmed that when we saw Grim flooding the city.
Yeah, more of the fuse has burnt.
I do believe the proper name for what's going on now is Fall of Beacon 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Well, I have the perfect picture for that. Hang on.
Absolutely.
I finally found it on Twitter too, right after someone else did.
Yeah. Fall of Beacon 2.
So it's the fall of Atlas. Oh my god, it can actually fall though. Wait a minute.
Oh, God.
Hold on. It's not the fall of Atlas. It's the fall of Mantle. Atlas just happens to be next.
Well, if we're doing the fall of the Academy, it'd be the fall of Atlas Academy.
Yeah.
Which is floating.
I'm imagining like they somehow cut the ropes that are holding Atlas where it is, like all those ropes, and it just starts floating off. Just Atlas floats away.
Atlas. We'll see you later, maybe. Hopefully.
Probably
Don't
not.
leave orbit.
Atlas slowly floating out of orbit.
Honestly, I think it would fall if you. I think if anything is going to happen, it's
Atlas
going to
may
be
fall.
like the generators will get disabled. The
Or
thing's
like,
keeping it up, and
or-
it'll come down.
oh,
Or yeah,
okay,
or, yeah,
okay,
break
okay.
things that have float away.
I'm tying something into something else we saw here. So, Tyrion could get through aura.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Apparently, Tyrion can slice through aura. Now, I'm wondering, what if... So, this is something I've thought essentially from the beginning, but aura and dust are linked somehow. They're both semi-mystical things that people try and explain with science and don't make sense. What if Tyrion is able to like touch dust or aura and turn it off pretty much?
Well,
what if they use Tyrion
I haven't
to
seen him
turn
do
off
it.
dust crystals?
I haven't seen. Oh, that would be terrifying. I feel like he would have done that in other cases though, like fighting, like when he was up against Penny in this episode. Because she's powered by dust. If that was the case, he could just touch her and she'd be disabled.
Well, no, because he couldn't disable Penny. They needed to hit Penny around to frame her. If Penny's also disabled, then it wouldn't have been Penny that did it.
See, I don't know if they're trying to frame Penny. I think they were just trying to sow some chaos. I think they're going to frame Penny now because they have like a chance to do it. But I don't know that that was like the plan.
I think it was a plan because Penny is at this point super closely tied to Ironwood. And so if you frame Penny for killing people, you are by association framing Ironwood for killing people. More people than people
That
think
being
he's already
said,
killed.
though, whenever Watts was gearing up for the event, he had footage of Penny on his screen fighting those Grimm. He superimposed it onto the dark vision view or camera, however the fuck the video feed of Tyrion doing the deed. He superimposed Penny on top of it before he uploaded it.
No, I believe that. What I'm saying is I don't know that that was the plan.
I think it was. I think Penny is the target because Penny is so closely related to Atlas and the military and Ozpin and Ironwood and everything he stands for. It would only make sense to have Penny to frame Penny for killing opposition.
Well, they already did a similar song and dance to that though back in the Fall of Beacon. Would they really recycle ideas?
I think they would. I think Watts is a creature habit. He has one plan that works, and he does similar variations of it.
He does just keep doing the same thing in Mantle with like walking around and disabling cameras.
Yeah.
I guess I could see it. I want to see where it goes.
Yeah.
But why is everyone just screaming in my spoiler chat?
Because we're mourning Penny. Of course.
Oh god. That's all they're doing. It's just
Don't forget,
Um,
Twisted, you were a part of this.
I was not.
I
Any
see at
part-
The
least
hell
two
you
instances of you
weren't.
screaming. I see at least 2 instances of you screaming here. And
3.
did it again! Twisted! Okay, so for people confused about what we're shouting about and server we're shouting about, let me get the invite up here. Type it if you want to join it. Discord,
Discord
lowercase
link.
k f h k f capital U B.
Who
That'll
wants-
get you in.
who
The
wants-
link will probably be posted elsewhere, but
Yeah.
that's how you get in.
Hey, Odin. Who wants
Yeah.
to tell Snek that you can just take a screen cap of it and put it in the video?
Well, there's
I
that,
could, but
or
I'm
I
too
can,
lazy to do that.
I mean, there's that, or I can just like put it in the description below.
There, it's going in the description.
That works.
Fuck you.
So let's talk for a second about the shipping.
Oh
Okay.
yes.
We know
Okay.
there have been casualties. The MILFs are down. MILF down.
Now there's still one of them standing.
Oh
That's
yeah,
still
Mrs.
there's
Casserole.
Miss Casserole is still standing.
The MILF
And
squad goes on.
and then
Oh no,
there's-
wait, they all
there's-
had kids.
Yes, they did.
Oh no.
Single mothers, single mothers. Don't forget single mothers.
And no more other casseroles. No, just no.
So how are we feeling, Bumblebee fans? How are we feeling?
I'm pretty sure Bumblebee is strong in this this
Oh,
season so far,
absolutely.
or this volume.
I feel like they're just outright confirmed.
As
They
close to
practically are.
as we're likely going to get.
Bella was literally sleeping in Liang's lap.
Yes, I remember
How
that.
how much farther do they need to go to confirm it at this point?
Yang when people are doubting if she's dating the cat girl.
Well, I mean, you say how much further they need to go to confirm the shipping. There has been someone posting this on Pornhub.
This is fair. Oh, how are we feeling, Renoras? How are we feeling, Renoras shippers?
I am still confused as to what's actually wrong with Ren. I mean, yes, he's like or Nora's trying to get to him, get him to open up and tell her what's wrong, but
That's not what was going on. He's nervous about trying to date her. That's what was going on. He was anxious about it.
Yeah.
That's why he's been acting weird, is because he's, with everything going on, he's anxious, and like that's turned into an outlet. He's not sure what to do, how to handle it. Like how do I approach these things? And Nora's like,
Okay.
fuck it, kiss.
Yeah.
fuck it, lips.
Basically.
Your lips are
Take
mine
your pick.
now. Yeah, oh boy. There's a lot of stuff going on here.
I can also hear the shippers in the distance with Crow and Lucky.
You know what I'm hearing in the
Oh
distance?
god.
You know,
Okay.
do you know what I'm hearing in the distance?
Mm.
Hey guys, what happened to the last couple that we saw kiss on screen?
Fuck
Fuck.
you.
Fuck you.
I'm just saying.
All right, that's it. Twisted, I'm burning your server down.
You can't. You live there.
I'm an admin.
You live there.
I have other servers.
Yeah, he's also in our server with.
But yeah,
Yeah.
the last
Walkers.
time that a couple, like, it was the same kind of kiss too, like the same pose and the same like order
Yeah.
of initiation.
Okay, I need
Bad
to.
things happened.
I'm
Well,
opening
yeah,
up
bad
Rooster
things-
Teeth now.
Bad things did happen,
Actually, wait,
but
But what?
they didn't happen to them two.
No, they happened to the ones doing
No.
the kissing.
So you notice something. This is all kind of. This is going on like similar series of events to the fall of Beacon. Penny, people think Penny killed somebody. 2 characters that everyone thinks should kiss. Grimm start flooding a city.
One of the characters that did the kissing dies.
Exactly. So, not saying anything here, but we may see the death of Ren or Nora.
I mean,
Oh boy, that hurt me to say.
they're based off of Mulan and Thor, both of whom died of poison in their mythologies.
Fucking Tyrion.
Fuck.
I love Snek realizing.
All right, I'll be back. I'm going to raid the liquor closet for a second.
Now, wait a minute.
I'll be back.
Wait a minute. As much as I probably need that too. Wait a minute.
So we were wanting to talk about fair game.
Fair game.
It's their ship is also called Lucky Charms.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest here. I don't see it.
I see a lot of gay panic though. It's really funny.
I see the gay panic, but I think they're going for a more of bros.
Yeah,
like
bromance.
Yeah,
which I can see.
It's gonna be like a bros before hoes kind of thing.
Well, yeah, that's how ships work.
Twisted.
I'll be quiet now. I'll be good.
How bromantic.
God damn it.
Yeah.
What about Iron Crow?
No, I don't see that in.
Just no.
If they go down the gay route for Crow, then I see it being Lucky Charms.
If anything.
Yeah. But even then, honestly, I don't think as much. I'm gonna be honest here. I'm a snowbird shipper.
Yeah.
But I don't see Crow hooking up with anybody in the show. I don't think it fits his character in a lot of ways. Except maybe at like an ending. As Crow's character dies, some sort of confession.
Yeah,
I could maybe see that being a sort of. But honestly, I think he was deeply in love with Summer, and I don't think he's ever gotten over it.
I want to talk about Summer here in a minute, but I want to get through the shipping conversation first. Lancaster, how are we feeling, Lancaster?
It was Jean and Pyrrha?
Jean and Ruby.
Jean and Ruby.
Yeah. Jean and Pyrrha's Arcos, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The way it works is all of the ships with like Team Ruby tend to have clever names, and all the ships with Juniper tend to be just like combining names.
Yeah.
So it's Arcos, Renora. Well, actually, that's it. Because nobody.
Yeah.
Some people.
It's because they were such obvious couplings from the beginning.
There were some people that shipped Nora and Jean for a while, but
those people were just
mostly it was crack shipping, or like they would be cute, but it's not going to happen.
Yeah,
that sounded like some desperation there, because Nora was all over Ren to begin with.
Unless, of course, Ren gets killed by Tyrion, and then they hook up.
Twisted. Oh boy.
Opening the Google Doc now.
Oh god damn it. Okay, you know what? I need to get the shipping chart out, because there's the official, semi-official shipping chart.
Oh, we're not going all the way down the list. We are not.
I'm
Wait a minute. There's a shipping chart?
Okay, Ruby shipping chart. There we go.
How did you not know there was a shipping chart?
Here we go.
Because I don't dive into this deep end.
So we got of course the bouquet, mirror image, copycat those ones, but we ignore those because those are fucking disgusting. Also Enabler. If you have anything to do with Enabler, please go die.
I love Odin just sitting over here in the corner like,
Odin, do you know what Enabler is?
I don't remember.
Yang and Ruby.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Incest
Explain the other
incest.
ones for the audience's enjoyment.
Okay. So Bouquet, Mirror Image, Copycat, Disco Inferno, those are the Ruby ones, are Ruby Ruby, Weiss Weiss, Blake Blake, Yang Yang, respectively.
Yeah.
Pyrrha and Pyrrha's Hallelujah. Coco and Coco is Chanel.
What? Oh, you know.
Wait a minute. Are we shipping people with themselves? Is that what this is?
That's what this is.
It's a thing. I think the idea is if one character's hot, drawing fan art of them looting themselves is just two of the same hot thing.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's like a Mr. What was it? I can't remember who it was, but one guy. Actually, no, I'm not going to go down this route.
You already
Yeah.
opened the door, man.
Nope, we shut the door.
Yeah. No, I'm shutting the door here. It's the chocolate bar comparison. For another type of thing where people, especially males, like two of the same together.
Okay, we're
Wow.
moving on.
No, let's go ahead and move on.
So I'm just going to put the shipping conversation back in the box now. Theory time.
Oh,
So,
wait, actually, I need to finish off what else the Ruby shipping chart has, because there are also the OT3s and OT orgies, of course.
yeah, those are self-explanatory though.
Yeah. Jean's Arc, the Non-Teen Titans, Lion's Pride.
There's some weird ones.
Yeah.
I typically ignore those, and I don't really see a lot of people that give them a lot of credence.
Yeah, there are some weird ones there. Let's just stick with the OTPs.
Yeah, we're only getting deeper and deeper, and I'm not swimming that deep.
We've got you some nice cement flippers. You don't have to do any swimming.
You have two rabid fans here. There's no need for you to do any work.
One of us is more rabid than the other, let's be fair.
You write fan fiction, so
I get paid to write fan fiction.
you write fan fiction. Conversation closed.
Payment or not, you write fan fiction.
Fair. So theory time. Has anyone else noticed that the maidens are actually turning out to be named after what they are?
Yeah.
Winter's going to be the new Winter Maiden. Cinder Fall.
Yeah.
Summer
Also,
Rose.
I'm also kind of wondering what the thought process is with the Winter Maiden, because
if you look in the background, Snek can fetch screenshots if you want to. People have pointed out that they think they see two of the pods that they tried to use on Pyrrha.
I only saw one pod.
I saw one. There's
like-
one pod.
I've seen screen caps of two.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
Are they hoping to increase compatibility that way?
No,
or something,
they rip the power out of the one and give it to the other.
Okay, I've got the episode up. It's episode 6, or is it episode 5 for this? They show this.
I don't know.
It's
I think
I
it's
think
5.
it was 6.
newest one was 7, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it was 6.
Okay.
No, Odin, the idea behind the pods is you stick the maiden in one side, you stick the new maiden in the other, and you rip the power out of that one.
Yeah, I knew that much, but she was talking about how she's the only one allowed in at this
Well,
point.
when a maiden dies, the last woman on their
No,
thoughts
it happens in
becomes the
episode
maiden.
5. It's shown in episode 5 because episode 6, Weiss leaves for the movies almost immediately.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. Anyways, the way the maiden's power works is the last woman of age that the person thinks of, like in that last moment, the power goes to. So if she happens to die, Winter's the only one that's been allowed to see her. So Winter's the one that she'll be thinking about, if anyone.
Yeah, they're kind of going for a compatibility kind of boost thing with that.
It's not a compatibility boost. It doesn't. It's
Turns
literally.
out that on accident, Weiss sees the maiden, and the maiden thinks of Weiss in her last moments.
Oh
Well,
god.
Weiss was that was a one-way mirror. She couldn't see.
Yeah.
him.
I know. I'm
That
just
would
saying, like,
still be awesome.
right before she dies, Weiss accidentally breaks in, turns Weiss into the maiden.
I think if something like that was going to happen, I think Winter would die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, no,
That
because
would
that
still
would
be
ruin
awesome
Snowbird.
though.
I want Snowbird. I don't believe it will happen.
Maybe they'll go together.
Okay, I need to find this because now I don't trust Twisted, and so now
Cue the Jeopardy music.
You think we can afford the royalties for that? Hell no.
I think it's not my problem.
find royalty-free music.
Do 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 do.
Do.
And then just insert an air horn. Just
Exactly. Like just skipping around. Okay, there's them fighting, or there's the combat, and there's them talking, and becoming all depresso, and then walking. Okay, they're walking, they're entering. Okay. Wait, nope, back a little bit. Back a little bit more.
Are you trying to get the...
he's trying to he's trying to see the pods.
Okay, I'm at the beginning of the scene. I'm gonna let's see this. Oh no, yeah, there are 2 pods. Okay.
See?
All right, so there are
Twisted is
2
always
pods.
Just get like the corner of one of them out of the... as she goes in the door?
Yeah, you can see both of them before Weiss's head blocks them. Here, I'll get a screenshot of it. There.
It's really quiet. I'm assuming this is getting cut.
Yes.
Probably.
Oh,
Either getting cut or getting memed over.
No, getting cut.
Okay, there it is.
Oh.
Yeah,
At 1537, you can see 2.
There's 2 pods, so what you do is you stick one in the other.
Yeah.
It kills that one and gives the power to the other one.
Did we ever I don't think it's... Did they ever say it kills the other one?
It's ripping a hunk of their soul out of them, so I would assume, yeah.
Okay, because I'm still not convinced that it... I don't think it's confirmed that it'll kill them.
Also, they only seem willing to use it on people that are close to dying anyways.
Well, we've only seen them actually use it once, Twisted.
Yeah, that person was close to dead.
Yes.
And this old lady is also close to dead.
Yeah,
And don't say we've only seen it twice then. That's half of the number of maidens that there are.
I mean, she was shaking hard holding
Also, the other example of the maiden power being ripped out of someone did almost kill someone.
Yeah.
Well, yes, that was literally some sort of grim being stuck to their face, so if that didn't kill someone, I would be surprised.
All it did was sap the power out of her, though. It didn't, like...
It was a grim stuck to her face.
But mechanically, it's the same
It was a grim stuck to her face. Twisted. I would like to see you get a grim stuck to your face and live.
I'd just like him to see. I'd like to see him get a grim stuck to his face. I mean, the living part's optional.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, there's 2 pods in that scene. So I think what's going to happen is next episode or the one after that, they're going to shove Winter into that pod.
Yeah.
And I mean that in both senses of the name Winter.
Yeah.
I think their thing is like, let her die naturally if we can.
But it's getting to the point where we really can't.
But if shit's getting weird,
then we kind of need to do something quick.
Quick, kill the old lady.
And I think that's what's going on.
Yeah. I mean, we all already know that shit's going down here.
Now okay. So, any other theories going forward?
I think there's gonna be like some sort of plot point around trying to keep Little Miss Zootopia alive long
Fiona.
enough. I'm gonna call her Zootopia.
Listen, that one was a villain.
Eh,
This is small and precious.
same difference.
I could see that.
Turns out she was actually in on it the entire time and is a villain.
I mean, she
Eh.
kind of got stabbed though. Like I think she's dying.
I
I think she's running out of time.
The strides you take for your cause. Also, fuck you.
Um, because also like to bear in mind, and this goes back to why I'm not sure if Penny was like part of the plan. They've been killing Robin's supporters for like a week and a half now in the universe.
Yeah.
They've been killing members of the Happy Huntresses, which is who these people were. It was a political rally for the Happy Huntresses and Robin.
Yeah.
And they killed a bunch of Happy Huntresses. And he went for
And
Robin.
Atlesian MILFs. Don't forget Atlesian MILFs also.
Yeah. Like they stabbed all of them. That's why Tyrion was there. I think that was the aim.
Yeah.
Is get them to want to lash out. Which seems to have worked. Someone shot at Marrow.
Well, don't forget, who are they going to lash out against? I mean, who do they think is going to just killed or just tried to kill a bunch and did kill a bunch of them?
Well, see, that's the thing though. If they want to cause a conflict between Mantle and Atlas, Penny is not a target because Penny is a big hero in Mantle. Like Penny is a hero in Mantle.
She's super connected to the Atlas military. She's the idea of the Atlas military in a lot of people's eyes.
Like when the lights came back on, someone yelled, "It's Ironwood's robot."
Well, yeah, because like those were humans. That's all they saw was something cutting people down, and then she's floating up there.
Yeah,
but cooler heads after the fact. Nah, Penny's not doing that, and I think a lot of people would know
but
that.
that's the thing is that's after the fact.
And my thing is,
the war's already started.
Well, my thing is, Robin could have tried to do something, but she just had them leave. If Robin,
oh my God, Robin is with them. Robin's working with Salem.
I would assume if Robin was convinced that it was them, she would have gone after them now while there's 4 of them and one of them is unarmed. Actually, several of them are unarmed. Because Ren and Nora...
I don't think...
Ren had his guns.
I don't think Robin... I don't think the target was to get to Robin to go after them, but to get the other people to go after them.
She's their leader, though. If Robin comes out and she's like, no, this isn't what happened, that would undermine the idea.
Extremists aren't going to care, though.
Well, she's the leader of the extremists, though.
You're giving people too much faith.
Well,
I think she's going to kind of try and stay out of the public light for a bit while she mourns her friend, who's probably dying. My guess is she's going to kind of disappear for a second while she's helping her friend and trying to... And is sad about her friend just getting stabbed or cut twice in the chest. And then what's going to happen after that is a couple extremists, extreme extremists of the group, are going to start attacking things.
Oh, yeah. But what I meant was that's not driving a divide between Mantle and Atlas. That's driving a divide between a small portion of Mantle and Atlas. If you wanted to really start a fight with them, you would need to do something different. And we've already seen Robin is willing to attack and threaten the Atlesian people. She put up a barrier. She was going to hit that truck. You can't convince me she wasn't going to smack the shit out of that truck.
No,
Penny hadn't been there.
The thing is, they don't need a full-scale rebellion. All they need is some people causing trouble to stir up the Grim.
All they need is some people causing trouble in my neighborhood.
Really?
Exactly. I'm going to ignore all the jokes you just made there and warn everybody watching the podcast, we're going to need a new second person or third person.
The Fresh Prince of Mantle.
Princess. Her name is Penny.
Got in one little fight.
And my general got scared and sent me to live with my girlfriend out on Patch. Nuts and Bolts is the best ship.
I mean, you're not wrong. I'm split between Nuts and Dolts and White Rose.
Yeah, those are really good ships. I like those ships.
Actually, honestly, it's a three-way split for me because it's Nuts and Dolts, White Rose, and Rose Garden.
I was about to fucking say. I know a lot of people that ship Rose Garden. I don't see it.
I'm like, I see it in some ways, and I also don't see it.
Well, like, I don't care about the age thing because it's what a lot of people bring up. She's like a year or so older than him. That's not a lot.
Yeah, they're close in age.
They're close enough that, like, by the time he's like grown up enough to be interested in that sort of, like, legitimately, like, you know what I mean?
Beyond just hormones, yeah.
Yeah. She'll be like 20 and he'll be like 16, 17, 19. I don't care much. If you can kill monsters, you can get some alcohol and suck some dick. I don't care.
Personally, I think they're like a year apart at most.
Well, Oscar starts the series at 14. Ruby starts the series at 15, but a couple of years...
year apart.
Hold on. A couple of years pass by the time they actually, like...
No!
Between, like, when Oscar's introduced. Oscar's introduced at 14.
Yes, and Ruby's, like, almost 16, but she's pretty much 14.
What? That hold on.
Or no, 15. Fuck!
No.
Fuck!
She,
Language.
because we know her birthday is in October. It's Halloween. Because I'm pretty sure Rooster Teeth said something to that effect.
And she starts the series at 15.
If we assume that Beacon, like normal schools, start
in August,
fall, like in August, then during the first 3 volumes, she turns 16. We know for a fact another 6 months pass, and it's starting to get cold again.
They're about a year and a half apart
by the time that they get to Argus. So she's about 17. He's 14 at that point. But 3 years at most isn't a lot to me.
Yeah, no, that's well within the...
And especially because I don't think that if they went Rose Garden, they would not go to Rose Garden for a while. I think he would be like 17, 18. She'd be like 19, 20. And, like, they're killing monsters together. I think it's cool. The big, like, sinking point I see, and is kind of a valid point to me, is Ozpin.
Yeah, that's... Okay.
I think Ruby would feel weird about that.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's what it is. Here's the dating formula. There's actually a formula that most people find acceptable, and it's half your age plus 7. And so Ruby's what? Yeah, so 15 would be for Ruby when she's 17, half her age plus 7.
So let's say
around
8.
15, 14, 15.
Yeah.
Which is where he is.
No, yeah, like that's not where I draw a concern. I was
the only concern is the Ozpin.
Yeah, that's where I get weird.
The thing is, Ozpin's already shut up and disappeared to some degree.
See, I think I know why that is. I think he wanted to make them make the decisions, and they're literally like they're doing very similar to what he did.
Yeah, they're accidentally going down the same course he did.
I do see Crow's point of Ozpin was telling no one. Ruby's willing to tell people. They just have to like earn it a little bit.
Yeah.
But there's like that's what they've said they're doing. They haven't actually done it yet. You know what I mean?
They haven't proved themselves to do what they're saying.
Yeah, like
they still haven't told Ironwood yet, who's the one person they should tell.
Yeah, because like his entire plan hinges on Salem can be beaten. So let's tell everyone so we can work together to do that.
But she can't. Well, maybe can't be beaten.
I do like that someone pointed out in the show that Jin said that Ozpin couldn't beat her. Ozpin couldn't destroy her was the specific.
The thing is that's missing at least 2 things. It never said Ozpin couldn't beat her, because you don't necessarily have to destroy someone to beat them.
Yeah, it said Osmond. From what I remember, Osmond couldn't destroy her. And even if that's not the case, that's just for Osmond. That's not saying anyone else can't.
My gut feel is it's either going to go they need to get the gods back to beat Salem and prove themselves worthy,
I hope
or
the fuck not.
the one that is, in my opinion, slightly more likely is Silver Eyes.
I could see that.
I think it's going to be Silver Eyes, or what can. My kind of guess is that Silver Eyes were left behind by the
The God of Light.
yeah, as a way to at least give humanity some way to fight back against Salem. And then, well, a more effective way and a way to finally beat Salem.
You're thinking maybe the Silver Eyes instead of kind of like how it stones Grim might purify Salem.
Or turn her to stone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, because Salem's not all Grim; she's still partially human.
Oh my god, what if it like just purifies the Grim out of her?
That would be really cool. I feel like it'd be kind of
Cheap.
yeah. It would depend
I
how
mean,
they did it.
honestly, in terms of like crack fic ideas and
Well, that's what I
stuff
was
that would be
saying.
fit for fan fiction would be like Ruby purifies it out of him, and then and then Ozpin and Salem finally reunite as humans, and then just die.
I could see that, yeah.
But I think that'd be kind of the crack fic way of doing it.
Another crack fic like way is like if is like Salem telling Ruby like I can bring your mother back if you join my team, and she's like no, you have to move on, and Salem's like
Yeah.
oh, that would be. It's like oh I
Okay.
get it.
I just now thought of something, and it involves Crow and that entire. Because we've already seen Salem put grim bits on people.
Yeah.
What if Crow betrays them because Salem's made like essentially a grim summer?
I don't think Crow would ever go for that.
I don't think I would, but it.
Not in the state he's in now.
Yeah.
He's feeling better. Like he's better about everything.
Oh
Yeah,
god.
He even said he
Okay.
gave up alcohol.
What's the name of the guy? Bromance guy.
Clover.
Yes. Kills Clover, and then tricks Crow with a
Geist.
Yeah, with a Geist summer.
That'd be
Imagine
fucked
that.
up. I wonder if Geists can possess bodies.
I would think they could.
I would think they could at least possess corpses.
Yeah.
I want them to do that. That'd be fucked.
I want them to do that. That would be fucked.
Yeah.
Like that'd be fucked. I love it.
Yeah.
You are the embodiment
that would be
of a
fucking
fan fiction
horrible.
writer. You're the embodiment of a fan fiction writer.
Yes, I am. I have a doc
is.
open. I have a doc open. I'm taking these ideas down.
Fuck.
He's not just the embodiment. He is a fan fiction writer.
I know, but he's just the embodiment of the stereotypes of a fan fiction writer. Also, I was looking over a bit more of the shipping chart, just going back to shipping a little bit. The Roman and Pyrrha ship is called 300, and
Why?
do you not?
Oh wait, no, wait, that doesn't make any sense because Romans weren't the ones that did that.
Yeah, that was
I
Greece,
know.
wasn't it?
It's Greece, but where did Rome come from?
Rome?
Greece.
No, it didn't.
They were inspired.
No, they were inspired by
Yes.
the Etruscans.
No, the Etruscans were just there. They were inspired in a lot of ways by the Greek.
And to an extent, that's a different conversation, though.
Yeah,
I mean,
we should probably. Shut up. We're getting on to
History.
Also, the Neptune ship is called Flooding.
Fucking damn it.
I figured it would be named after his weapon, Tryhard.
Yeah. Wait.
What was I going to say? Oh, what do you think the summer thing that Crow was talking about was? Because he's like, that wasn't an Ozpin secret. That was a summer secret. What do you think that means?
I'm
Well,
not.
Honestly, with the modeling of Ruby as she's been aging and has gotten her hair cut, I'm seeing a lot more Crow in her now. So it could have more to do with that theory.
Also, Yatsuhashi and Dr. Watt's ship is called Nokia.
Okay, look, close the tab.
It's Nokia.
Find out what Yatsuhashi and Neo is called, and then close the tab.
Okay.
But I feel like Crow would have told her because they were talking about what happened with Summer, and he doesn't blame himself for as much stuff anymore. Like he's letting that go. I feel like that would have been the time if he was directly involved that he would have said something, but he didn't. So I feel like that's a big nail in the coffin for that theory, which sucks because I like that theory.
It depends on how much he's actually let go so far. I mean, that's still a process.
A little bit, but he seems to be towards the end of it. And like the way he was speaking, he didn't know what happened.
Yeah.
Because he was speaking like he got the news delivered to him. And if he was there and knew what had happened, then people wouldn't have been left not knowing. Even if he only told them like sort of what happened, they would still know. But he was referring to no one like understood what had happened.
Yeah. Yatsuhashi and Neapolitan's called Sprinkles.
Fucking why?
Don't know.
What was Yatsuhashi again? Like the
big
name?
Tall dude with the
I know,
orange
but like
shoulder.
his name.
He's a cake.
It's a cake.
Yeah.
Cake and ice cream.
I was just gonna call it one size fits all.
God damn it! Ugh. You hurt me, Ozpin.
Good.
And that's speaking of both the character and the person here. Okay.
Is rice flour, sugar, and cinnamon.
Say that again.
Right.
I see you have found his weakness.
I already know this, and I love it.
It's a fold made with rice, flour, sugar, and cinnamon. Like, I hate you so much.
You are evil, sir.
Anyways,
scones.
You're very evil, sir.
Anyways, Ruby's become it was a really bloody episode, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like that was a lot of blood.
Could we have a minute of silence here for the dead Atlesian MILFs that will no longer be chasing Jean?
And they didn't even choke to death on his dick.
God damn it, Twisted.
Nor him in their casserole.
Anyways, what else we got to talk about?
Okay.
I want to talk about the voice actors.
Okay.
I like the new voice actor they got to replace yeah. You can actually understand what he's saying.
And there's a lot more inflection now. His voice is a lot smoother and missing that old gravelly tone that he had. But in exchange, actual emotion exists.
I think it actually fits him, though, because if he has actually given up alcohol, he no longer has that...
Alcohol can fuck your vocal cords, yeah.
Yeah, so he doesn't have that, and now he's actually beginning to feel things, besides just constant either hungover or drunk.
Like, he has the same tone, he has the same pitch, It's just
He now actually has
has
emotion instead of just drunkenness or alcohol, and he's missing that alcohol tone.
I like it. And I also picked up on the voice of Schnee and find it ironic that I'm fairly certain it's the same voice actor as fuck, I forgot his name. The cat from Dragon Ball Super.
Didn't watch Dragon Ball, any of them, so I have no idea what you're talking about.
He's the purple Sphinx cat. I'm completely blanking on his name. The skinny one, which I find ironic because the voice of Crow now is the fat one from that same series. All I can remember is the fat one in Joppa.
You got anything to bring into this conversation? Or are you just gonna be silent?
I like the new actor. That's all I really got. He comes with a lot less drama. He comes with a lot less bullshit.
Okay,
with a lot more inflection.
Somebody give me the rundown of what all this bullshit is, because I'm going to be honest, I don't pay attention to the actual studio. I just pay attention to what they come out with.
Okay, so here's what happened. The original actor had a bunch of stuff alleged about him, from like sexual assault to sexual misconduct to contractual obligation violations. Some of which he there's photo evidence of him breaking certain agreements. And then, in the midst of, studios, talking about what to do, or if they believed it, or if it mattered, or, trying to figure out the context of, what the pictures were, because they were hugs and stuff, which can be misconduct if your contract says so. He put out a public apology saying that he was sorry for, among other things, breaking the rules and, hugging people and, giving people kisses on the cheeks and stuff. And he said that he was sorry that he'd sometimes done that without permission. Now, I am very much summarizing what he was saying.
Okay.
So, you can find the actual tweet somewhere, I'm sure.
From my standpoint, that apology was a good thing to do, but don't include the without permission thing. That's just digging yourself into it.
I'm not sure what his exact verbiage was. But he had accepted that had happened. And after that, a lot of companies were like, well, shit.
Fuck!
And
he just did it for us.
People started terminating him. What happened next was he decided to sue a bunch of them. He sued a bunch for libel and a few other things like fortuitous conduct, which means people that don't have a right to intervening and saying things to other companies to keep him from getting a job. The problem is...
No, he said that stuff himself.
No, the problem is this was in reference to for an example, he was going to go to a convention and several other actors said they would not go if he was there. Because of these things. That is not fortuitous conduct. That is you discussing what you're going to do and telling the company and them making a decision.
Yeah.
He has since lost that lawsuit.
No shit.
And he has been ordered to pay the legal fees of something like 10 production companies and a bunch of actresses.
Didn't he try to do one last suit?
He's countersuing. He's appealing. Now, I would like to stress here, I am summarizing grossly everything that I just talked about.
If it's even a fraction of what you just said, then he's fucked.
I'm looking at this the same way I look at Vivzy Pop and fucking Has-Been. Just the shit that he agrees that he did. And the shit that I've seen that he agreed in courts that he did.
Well,
is already enough to validate what people said and his termination.
All I can see is that without permission. The moment he said that without permission, he fucked himself.
Yeah, you can, if you want to, and viewers can too, or listeners, you can look into the details. There's a lot of the court records that are public.
Just a quick Google search should give you several access to it.
Yeah. Go to town. My thing is just looking at what I have seen that he confirmed that he did do. Yeah, no, he violated contract. His firing was justified. He had no lawsuit. The judge agreed.
Yeah.
For what that's worth. And like I said, typically in situations like this, I don't do a lot of super digging. But if I find out you've admitted to things or like accepted that they've happened or like apologized for them, I'm going to assume you did those things and judge you for those. So like just for that, nah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like just judging you for what you said that you've done. Nah. You lose. But yeah, that's the gist. Feel free to dig it up if you want to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And-
Let's move on from this. On to other things. Want to talk about the Maestro? Maestro of Scrolls?
Fucking Dr. Watts. Oh my god.
He is. Oh boy.
He's a magician.
You're a magician, Watts.
I sense a sneeze coming. Prepare to cut.
3. I started too early.
Ah.
I'm good.
Oh god.
I'm good. I'm sorry.
Ow. I hate you.
Because I'm looking at this picture and it almost looks like he has a bunch of iPads just in front of him. Like if someone were to
He
recreate
does.
this.
I don't know what it was, but he looks like he's fucking orchestrating a concert.
Did you notice that he has like? Okay, I'm looking at the scrolls, and I see 1, 2, 3, at least 3 different models that are like quite different because
Yeah,
they're
because he's
2
got like the two.
tablets,
Yeah,
and
Oh.
then there are 4
like the
4
eight
like
and-
normal scrolls.
And he has 8 of his little rings.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he
Are
has.
these like all
rings
just
or something.
different types of scrolls? I think
That
those
he's
are
like
ring
interfacing.
scroll. Yes, and I think he's just interfacing with all these different scrolls to do all kinds of shit.
Man, now you make
And
it pretty.
I can see it.
kind of beautiful.
It is.
But
But should we?
he is a bit of a
move on
maestro.
from here?
Oh, I wanted to
Or-
point something out. Can we talk to go back to the shipping thing? I meant to bring this up. Can we talk about Nora using Blake and Yang's relationship to like try to explain like theirs to them?
Yes.
Can we talk about that for like a split second?
God, I loved that.
I love that she does that. She literally compares them. She literally says 2 people going through so much together, and then that is like what precipitates her just being like, "No, I'm going to kiss you now."
My favorite part was then Penny is like, "I'm confused. Who are we
Yeah.
talking about here again?"
I feel like that is them like building up. I feel like Nora sees them as being together.
Yeah, and then Ren is just like,
Just straight panic. Just straight panic.
No idea what's going on.
Yeah, like, who are we talking about again? I don't know anymore.
We've had a lot of gay panic, and that was a good example of some straight panic.
Yep. Oh boy. So,
Let's see. What else do I got? What else do I got over here?
we have
I
I
believe
baked
that's
some scones. Anyone want some scones?
Is it time to wrap up?
I think
I
so.
believe so. I believe the last thing we got left is the art feature.
And then we'll plug our shit and move on.
Yeah. All right, let's bring out this art. Okay, here we go. I love it. Honestly, I mean,
this is going to be a little short
Hmm.
because I didn't know what exactly to throw up here.
You're supposed to pick your favorites.
I just grabbed all the ones that was in the
Or
channel.
hold on, I want to see if I can find something. Continue as you were. I'm just going to look through my art channel really quick to try and find a very specific instance of one that I really liked. But I'm gonna have to scroll for a minute. Nope, no, I didn't. At least for this one, I found one of them.
okay, so I'm looking at this one. I'm looking at this one real quick, and I'm noticing some things
Mm-hmm.
because so look at the tower bridge near the back. Yeah, so
yeah.
that. So you see that on the bottom?
Yeah.
That looks like the suite on the charger. And the well, I think it's the CR70. CR-70.
Are you looking it up to confirm?
Yeah. C70. No, it's not the C70. Star Wars Corvettes. Let me look at all their Corvettes.
Please pardon us for a moment while we nerd out a little bit.
Yeah. Oh boy, we've gone full nerd here. Okay, you're shit.
I'm doing a Star Wars story. I don't want to talk about full nerd.
CR70.
Was it not in this channel?
Fuck.
Well then.
Easy now.
No, I won't be easy.
I'm posting a few examples for you to choose from for the next ones, Odin.
Diplomatic cruise.
Public. I'd say go ahead and grab them and put them up on your screen.
Okay, it's the consular class. The here, let me grab an image.
You're talking about the consular class diplomatic corvette.
Yeah, this thing.
Which I think is the CR80.
Okay, look at this. Now look at the bridge. Now look at solos. And that.
I can see it, yeah. I see what you're talking about.
It looks like it has the pod, the escape pod, the luxury escape pod on it.
Yeah, a little bit. But towards the back, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah, so it's not an escape pod, I don't think, because that would be weird. The escape pod launches from the bottom, and it would just crash into the ship. Unless it launches from the side. But then the bow looks like the CR70 or the CR70s and CR90 bow.
Which is more of a blockade runner.
Yeah, they're corvettes.
So maybe it is like an escape pod, but it's at the back so that it can eject off to the side if shit goes down.
Yeah. It's like it's interesting to me because it looks like an odd mix of.
What is that in the middle? There's the.
That looks like a hangar. That looks like a hangar bed.
Yeah, the forwardmost ventral turret, like right behind it. Does that look like a hangar or is that a window?
That's a hangar right there, I think.
Yeah, because you got like the flatness there, and
because
like at the same time though, that's kind of divoted right there.
Yeah,
I think one of those is a divot, and then there's an entrance.
Yeah,
you think this might have hangars?
I think this is a bigger ship.
You think it's like an assault corvette instead of like a light corvette, like the CRs are typically?
Yeah.
It is a bit thicker.
Yeah, it's got that thickness.
Yeah, it's also got like a lot of gun turrets.
Oh yeah.
Huh. So let us know what that is, because if that's a window, I want to know.
All right, next thing.
That is a B-wing.
That is the bomber.
No, yeah, that's the heavy bomber. What the fuck is wrong with me?
Several things, but I don't think we have time to get into it.
That's the heavy bomber. I actually really like that design because it is actually like a very classical bomber design.
I mean, I liked the design.
And if you can't afford to outfit everything with proton torpedoes...
No, so I like the design, not counting how it works.
It works fine.
It did not. Because
it works fine. I think it's a ground strike. I think it's not meant
Yeah.
for capital ship attack. I think it's meant to strike ground targets.
It's
But
meant to strike like
it is
lightly
the
armored.
resistance. It is the resistance. They use
Yeah.
shit for what they're not supposed to do all the time.
It
Also,
was
Poe
a
is an
bad
idiot.
use.
Also, Poe is an idiot. Like, even in
Yeah,
the story
Poe is.
where he did these things, where they did succeed at their job, let's be fair.
They did what they're supposed to do.
Yeah,
But-
they did what they were supposed to. It's just he decided to go in basically by himself with no capital ship support with heavy bombers. That doesn't work. He also had like next to no fighter support. Also doesn't work.
We had this issue in World War II.
Yeah, so I feel like they're getting a bad rap for being poorly used by a guy that wasn't thinking ahead.
The bombers weren't used for what they're supposed to be used, and Poe's a dumbass.
Yeah, even if they are anti-ship bombers and they're just meant to be cheap and not use like projectile torpedoes because those are more expensive to make. Also, they would have a lower payload because they have to have fuel units in the bomb, whereas with this, it's just a drop, so it's a bigger bomb. And that would make it a decent answer to Star Destroyers.
Yeah.
I think what happened here was it was poorly utilized by a commander that didn't know what he was doing. And I want to see these used in a movie or like something again, and used by someone that knows how.
They should be used like a B-17, which is to
Heavy
say
with fighter support,
heavy fighter support, and super high up, out of range of guns. You don't you use a fighter bomber if you're going to get close, because those things can move.
Yeah,
or like an X-wing. But if you have something like this, you want it away from the target.
Well, see, I really like this because it's actually like defensible. Like if it's fully crewed, look at all the gun turrets on this bitch.
Yes.
So it's got like I think 3 along the ventral top there.
Yeah, it looks like
I
3
think
turrets.
That's a secondary gun turret in the middle. And I know that that's one at the back, so maybe 4 actually. And then you have one down at the bottom at the base of the gun emplacement, and one on the front below the cockpit like a B-17, and wing guns.
Yeah, this is what the B-17 was.
Yeah, this is B-17 but Star Wars.
Yeah.
And I really like that. I really like that. I feel like if properly entailed, this could be devastating.
Yeah.
But
it's not.
Poe didn't use it right.
Poe didn't use it right, and I think something like this is not good for a rebel force. And here's my logic here. Let me give my logic here. This is the kind of thing where if you have a lot of disposable pilots, you have a lot of pilots and crewmen.
Or you just have enough that you can actually like sustain like an operation. Like you have
because the thing is
wings,
that you're going to get a lot of deaths using these. They're slower. Because of their speed, they're going to be targets.
Well, that was my thing. Is if they were properly supported, I don't think the slowness would matter. Because
I think it still would, because flak would still get through
a little bit. But here's how I would envision they would be used. Right, like take 3 Star Destroyers. Right, pit them up with up against maybe 1 or 2 Moncals and the light Nebulons like the rebels typically use.
Mm-hmm.
Get them in close. Wait until that's going on. And then you launch these at really close range with a lot of fighter support to protect them. You drop your bombs, they return home.
I see these as being you have a couple ships that will disable the Star Destroyer to some degree, and then you send these in to finish it off.
Or vice versa, if you could use these to take out the command deck or disable the engines.
But I mean, we all know an A-wing to the bridge is all you need for that.
Well, yeah, but you don't want to sacrifice an A-wing. Those bitches are expensive. But yeah, I feel like Odin's eyes are glazing over because we're doing tactical conversation.
Little bit.
It really is.
Next one. Ooh,
I love it.
Ooh, is this a Star Wars ship?
No, that doesn't look Star Wars.
I don't know. Have you seen the fucking Mandalorian ship?
Yeah, I guess Mandalorian I could see.
And can we talk about the Black Sun ships that literally just have big ass machine guns?
Yeah.
I love those. Fuck your Venator. I'm gonna hit you at 500 miles away with a bullet the size of you. That's a lot of DACA.
It is.
It's not enough.
Are those port and starboard launchers on the
yes.
forward on the aft side? Aft?
Where?
Front. front, middle, back along the spine, on the sides.
Oh, those. I think I see what you're talking about.
Yeah, they're like divoted into the side of the ship a little bit.
Yeah. Odin, sides. The side divots.
Between the two gun turrets.
Oh, wait,
Between the two halves of the ship.
that.
This is
Okay,
horrible.
so those
Yes.
are bays. Somebody take control away from Odin.
So yeah, you see what I'm talking about though, right, Snek?
Yes, yes. For the viewers watching, if you look at the kind of central gun turret, right below the kind of looks like a bridge chain, you look at the central gun turret, then down on the sides from that. Up a little bit, the divot.
Yeah,
Right
that,
there. There you go, Odin.
That there's a bigger one forward between two gun turrets on the sides.
Yeah, that one, the forward one is definitely a bay.
Well,
That's definitely a hangar
what's
bay.
the front then?
Also a hangar bay.
You think so?
Because the way I imagine it is that entire thing is essentially in a hangar bay.
Well, what would happen though if like a shot got in through that window? Like
I'm imagining it would be cordoned off, like there'd be sections to it.
it'd be like compartmentalized.
Yeah.
Well,
But still,
like a
it's-
turbo
you
laser
have-
blast going in that window would be devastating, even if it was compartmentalized.
I imagine there would be blast doors, and the way this would work is you bring this up, and then you just launch all the ships out of it and get it away.
Maybe I'm thinking about this wrong. Maybe this isn't like a frontline ship. Maybe
This
is
could
like
also be a backline carrier.
Maybe it's backline. If those are heavy turbo lasers, that could be like a backline
Yeah.
artillery carrier kind of thing.
Actually,
And
what
those
I'm
littler
thinking
guns
about,
would be like
what I'm
quad
thinking about
turbos.
is this is like those are heavy, long range guns, and then a shit ton of AA.
yeah, that's what a quad turbo is.
Uh,
I think.
turbos weren't laser guns are anti-air in Star Wars.
Yeah,
Turbos,
well, okay,
turbos are anti-capital ship.
you're right. I could see it. Yeah.
Essentially, a lot of
Solo, give us a
anti-air.
comment on this too.
Yeah, Solo, we need your help. Solo, please join the podcast so we don't fuck up your art every single time.
Next picture.
Yeah.
Ha 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 ha. This horrifying transport. Oh my god.
You have some issues here, Twisted?
I have so many. I have so many issues with the Starship
These are-
Corvettes.
These are engines.
Yes, and they're on
Okay.
this tiny little stick. Do you see the stick?
I'm gonna be
Yeah.
honest here. When I look at this and think about it in terms of Star Wars, I think about like the Victory
This isn't
class.
Star Wars.
I know it's not Star Wars, but I think about like the Victory class when I see this.
I don't
It's a
because the
transport.
Victory class actually A had guns and B had defenses.
It had 2 guns.
The
It had
Victory
2
class.
guns and 4 anti-air guns.
The Victory class had multiple missile tubes and 5
No! No,
turbo
it did
lasers.
not.
Yeah,
Wait,
it did.
Oh, I'm talking about the World War II Victory class.
Oh,
I'm talking about Victory class transport.
you said Star Wars.
No, I said not talking about Star Wars.
I looked up a Victory class Star Destroyer.
Imbecile.
I'm curious now. Oh, there's the
Look up-
Victory 1 and the Victory 2. Which do you want?
Yes. The Victory class are like the main Star Destroyers.
No, they're not.
Yes, they
It's the
are.
Imperial. That's the Imperial class.
Wait,
the Victory
no.
is were the Republic version when they were segueing over.
Wait, I think I have so. Oh God.
There's
Everything.
there's the Imperial
yeah,
Star
right.
Destroyer, which the Empire fielded en masse, and there's the Victory that the Republic had developed
They were
that
still
like
used by the
served
Imperial
as a
Navy,
support
though.
ship.
They were
Was
still
it-
used by the Imperials.
Oh yeah, they were used, but so was the Venator for a while though.
Da, 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 da.
So it has 20 batteries, apparently distributed between anti-air and like heavy
Okay.
turbo lasers,
Oh,
and it had
now-
10 standard light turbos.
in
turbo
regards
quad
to what
lasers.
I was actually talking about, not being an idiot,
Oh, 80
Look
missile
up-
launchers. Holy shit. Why?
look up the Victory class transport.
Hold on. I'm doing it.
Okay.
Victory class. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
These pictures will be in our podcast DM, right?
It was a class of cargo ship, apparently.
Yes, they're transport ships, and that's why I think of them when I look at this. They were super cheaply built.
3 of them are still around. Oh my god.
Now, here's where it gets insane. Let me open up their page. So 3 of them are still around. I actually saw one of them. There's one of them down in LA. However, completed 534.
Preserved 3.
Exactly.
Mm.
So there were over 500 of them built,
And they're all gone.
only in World War II. They were only built for a couple of years during World War II. And 500 of them were built. Displacement, 15,000 tons. They weighed 7,000 tons apiece.
That's a lot.
And 500 were built in only like a year and a half.
That's... I don't actually know enough about naval proceedings.
Normally, ships of that size were built over a matter of years.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow, that is gotta be like skimp labor.
Here, let me find the record for how quickly they were made. But no, so they were armed with a 5-inch stern gun, a 3-inch bow gun, and 8 20mm anti-air guns. That was it. So they didn't have many guns on them. But okay, where were they?
So you're comparing that though to this. And here's what I'm going to say.
The way I imagine it is this kind of ship would be built as like a last ditch, like what the victories were, which was a last ditch effort to get supplies somewhere.
Now, do you want to know why I'm going to disagree with that?
Okay, let's hear.
This is the standard transport corvette that the Federation uses.
Okay, that's bullshit. Kill them all.
This is the standard. It has no guns.
I see something like this as being like a last ditch
It
ship.
has no guns. All of the engines are only connected to the ship by, I think, 4 decks worth of lightly armored section. All of the crew compartments are located in one spot, which is the back above the launch pods, which are towards the front of the ship. You see the little, like, they look like cargo areas, kind of?
Yeah.
It's right above that. You see those windows? That and parts of the stripy bit are, like, where the crew live. All in one spot. Those launchy bits are also where the drop ships, the big, like, pod things that they come down in, launch from. So all of this infrastructure is in one place, and if the bugs plasma batteries hit that stick, this ship cannot move.
Just kind of...
It's inertia and nothing else. Whichever direction it was going is the direction it's going.
Yeah, so I see this, like, this kind of ship is what, if I was in command of something, I would build as a last-ditch effort ship to get supplies moved.
And this is the standard Navy ship.
Oh, God, it hurts.
Now, considering that movie was a parody, wasn't it?
Yes. Yes, but the ships are supposed to... That's not part of the parody. They're just the ships. The politics is the parody.
I mean, like, the politics behind the fact that these ships are so speedily...
They're not speedily assembled. They're not cheaply designed. They just didn't think about it. They don't fight anything in space. They have to deal with... There are versions of these later in the universe that have batteries on them to defend against bug plasma. But Snek, you want to know where the captain's quarters is? Where, like, the command deck is? You see the 2 little windows to the front of the ship?
No.
Yeah,
Please.
that's them. Those are the command decks, as far as I can remember. Would you like to know where the captain sleeps?
Yes. No.
You see that little square up in the air, like in the middle of the ship?
Why?
If I remember correctly, if I recall correctly, that is the captain's quarters. That's like the officers stay up there. That the idea there being is they're as far away from the bottom, which is the part of the ship that will face any planet, which is where the plasma is coming from. That's as far away as you can get. Okay, Snek, here's what's going to aggravate you. Would you like to know
I'm getting out my knife right now.
Would you like to know where all communications, radar, mapping, and
Please don't tell me it's
everything
that
else?
big thing. Please don't tell. No.
Yep. That's all located right in there. And in some versions of this design, the captain also sleeps up there. And in the movie, multiple times, that little pod gets smashed and the ship is basically neutered.
Yeah, no, you know shit.
Also, you notice where that is, right? Right above the fucking stick that has the engines on it.
Ah, yes.
Bugs can aim. They can see the ship.
Fun.
I hate this ship so much. It's great artistry. I love the drawings. Fuck the Federation.
Okay, so the victory ships or the Liberty ships that I was talking about.
You just can't. You just need to not think about this for a second, don't you?
Yes. Yes.
Should I stop screen
You want
sharing?
to know? You want to know the quickest one that was built?
Yes, you should.
You want to know the quickest one that was built?
What?
And remember, these weigh 7,000 tons apiece. 4 days, 15 hours, and 29 minutes.
The fuck?
They built one in a couple days. 4.5 days.
No ship of combat quality can be built in 2 days.
4 days.
Well, on that note,
I think
everyone
it's
start
time
plugging
for it
your
to be
shit.
over.
Start plugging your shit.
All right, so because I'm host, I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to say things now.
yeah,
You should find in the description or something along that lines. You will find the link to the Walkers of the World Tree Patreon, Discord, where you can actually talk to us and be a part of this. Please join. And
it's lonely here.
it's lonely. Please send help. They're keeping me hostage. They're forcing me to be a host. Please send help.
Anyways,
Suddenly reminded of the King of Comedy now.
Odin has nothing to plug because he has no life.
Fair enough.
This is my life. What are you talking about?
And we don't allow Twisted to plug his stuff anymore because he's a filthy fanfiction writer.
Listen, I'm about to start plugging some stuff. So
I'm host. I say you can't.
I own this show.
I'm host.
I'm the owner. I win.
I'm the host.
Hello.
Odin has some comments there, Twisted.
Anyway, it's plug time. It's plug time. Come on now. So first of all, we have the Patreon.
Patreon.
Odin, say the name.
You mind saying that again?
Is the Patreon for the Walkers of the World Tree.
Patreon.
Yeah.
You know it's Patreon, right?
Is it?
Yeah, it's called it's pronounced Patreon.
Patreon.
It's not Patreon. You know what? Twisted, say cinnamon.
No.
Say cinnamon.
No.
Say cinnamon.
Cinnamon. Fuck.
Cinna, fuck you.
Cinna, fuck you. That never gets old.
Anyways, I have a Twitter. I go by clicking on my profile because I forgot. I'm just Twisted Fate over there.
I can be found also probably on Twitter under. Did I create one ever? I think I might have. It's the Kaiser Snek. Everything's the Kaiser Snek.
I think you did because I think you followed me.
Yeah, I did.
Over on the Patreon, we do announcements for stuff. Podcasts like this will be up on it early for people that pledge. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
They're forcing me to give them money.
We have our own original stories that are going to start going up there.
Mm-hmm. I've been saying that for like a year now, Twisted.
Yeah, we're actually, as soon as this is over, going to go and start writing on some of them, though.
My god.
I think one of them is actually close to being done. And there is some material up on one of them as well.
Okay, let me
if
see
you go looking for him. It's been a while, but sure, go to town. We're also developing a Ruby fan game for tabletop.
if you want to give me money, go on Patreon also.
Eventually, this will go back to Snek, yes. The way it
One of
works
these
is
days.
if you pledge, you can request stories from me. You can request like podcast topics. You can request stuff like that.
First, that doesn't make sense because he's not like ever on the podcast. So
That would
ignore
be if-
him and send the request to me.
There's that. I would
Or
be if people
Odin.
requested it though. Like if somebody was like, I want Twisted. You know what I mean?
No, because nobody wants you on the podcast.
Damn, now he's starting to sound like his mom.
I mean, someone has.
But
Damn. Sorry.
Wow, this got dark. Okay.
but yeah. So I
Yeah.
think that's all the stuff I've got to plug.
Give money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Snek,
would
send
like
us
to.
off.
Please, somebody send help. I'm being forced to do this.
That's not what I meant.
need-
And that's
Odin?
not what I heard last night.
Whoa.
Oh.
Quick.
I'm tired.
Snek.
Still a minor.
Quick.
Yeah.
Snek. Quack.
What? Quack?
Quack. Hang on.
Quack.
What? I
What?
think a lot of this ending is getting cut out. We need an actual ending.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
None of this is getting cut out. What the fuck do you mean?
By the way, there's a super special command if you go on our Discord's on Twisted's Discord server. If you do !! Odin,
No
you'll
caps.
get a very special treat.
A very sweet treat of the blueberry variety.
I thought it was of the cock blocking variety.
Yeah, that too.
Anyways, see you guys later. We'll get back into the groove of
Peace.
these. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Later,
cut.
man.